Histoire de Pierre Lapin astérisque Pierre Lapin image plus grande par Béatrice Poté F. Warneco Ltd image plus grande Histoire de Pierre Lapin image plus grande Histoire de Pierre Lapin par Béatrice Poté traduit de l'anglais par Victorine Ballon et Julienne Profichet London Frédéric Warne Company, Ltd and New York All Rights Reserved Printed in Great Britain image plus grande Il y avait une fois 4 petits lapins qui s'appelaient Flopso, Trotso, Queue de Coton, et Pierre. Ils demeuraient avec leur mère dans un terrier sablonneux, creusé sous les racines d'un très gros sapin. Aujourd'hui, mes chéris dit Mère Lapin, je vous permets d'aller dans les champs ou de descendre le sentier, mais n'entrez pas dans le jardin de Mr. MacGregor. Un accident affreux arriva à votre pauvre père dans ce maudit jardin. Il fut attrapé et mis en pâté par Madame MacGregor. Image plus grande maintenant, sauvez-vous, et ne faites pas de bêtises. Moi, je vais aux provisions. Mère Lapin prend son panier et son parapluie. Elle traverse le bois et s'en va chez le boulanger, acheter une miche de pain bis et 5 brioches. Image plus grande Flopso, Trotso et Queue de Coton, qui étaient de bons petits lapins, dévalèrent le sentier pour cueillir des mûres. Mais Pierre, qui était très espiègle, courut tout droit au jardin de Mr. MacGregor et s'aplatit pour se faufiler sous la barrière. Image plus grande Le jardin de Mr. MacGregor est rempli de légumes, des légumes frais, verts, exquis. Pierre n'en a jamais vu autant. Il mange des haricots, il mange des laitues, enfin, il mange des radis. C'est un peu dur, les radis, mais si appétissant. Pierre en mange trop, il se sent mal au cœur. Si seulement je trouvais un peu de persil, se dit-il. C'est très recommandé le persil en cas d'indigestion. Image plus grande point de persil, il ne trouve que des concombres. Mais qui donc est là, au tournant du châssis? C'est Mr. MacGregor. Mr. MacGregor est à 4 pattes, en train de planter des choux. Il se lève d'un bond, saisit un râteau, et s'élance à la poursuite de Pierre, en criant à tue-tête, au voleur, au voleur. Image plus grande Pierre est mort de peur, il bondit au travers du jardin, perd son chemin, et ne peut retrouver la barrière. Un de ses sabots reste parmi les choux-fleurs, il égare l'autre au milieu des pommes de terre. Un lapin court mieux pieds nus, et certainement beaucoup plus vite. Par malheur, Pierre rencontre un groseillier recouvert d'un filet. Il y reste suspendu par les larges boutons de sa jaquette. Quelle imprudence de porter un habit à larges boutons parmi les groseilleurs. C'était une jaquette bleue, toute neuve, avec des boutons dorés. Image plus grande Pierre se crut perdu, et fondit en larmes. De bons moineaux entendirent ses sanglots et volèrent à son secours. Du courage, petit lapin, ôtez votre habit. Vite. Vite. Dépêchez-vous. Voici Mr. MacGregor. Mr. MacGregor arrivait avec un tamis, il voulait le lancer sur le dos du lapin. Pierre se tortille si bien qu'il put se sauver à temps, en laissant sa jaquette accrochée au filet. Image plus grande, il bondit vers une cabane dans laquelle Mr. MacGregor rangeait les objets nécessaires au jardinage. Pierre aperçoit un arrosoir, il s'y précipite. C'eût été une très bonne cachette, malheureusement, il y avait de l'eau dedans. Mr. MacGregor avait bien vu Pierre entrer dans la cabane aux outils. Il se sera caché sous un pot de fleurs, se dit-il. Il soulève chaque pot avec précaution, espérant saisir le lapin. Atchoum! Atchoum! Fait Pierre dans son arrosoir, car l'eau est assez froide. Tiens, dit Mr. MacGregor, un arrosoir qui éternue. Et il s'élance de ce côté. Image plus grande, un petit corps brun et mouillé passe sous le nez de Mr. McGregor, franchit la fenêtre et renverse 3 pots de fleurs. Mr. McGregor veut le poursuivre, mais la fenêtre est trop petite, seule sa botte y peut passer. Las et découragé, il prend le parti de retourner planter ses choux. Pierre s'assit pour se reposer. Il est essoufflé, tout trempé et tremblant. Le plus fâcheux, c'est qu'il n'a pas la moindre idée du chemin qu'il doit prendre pour retrouver la barrière. Il erre de ci, de là, à petits pas, en regardant tout autour de lui. Image plus grande, il y a une porte dans la muraille, mais cette porte est fermée à clé. Pas moyen pour un petit lapin bien gras et bourré de légumes de se glisser dessous. Justement, une vieille souris franchit le seuil. Madame Souris, savez-vous où se trouve la barrière du jardin? Mais la souris porte un gros poids dans la bouche. Impossible de parler, elle se contente de hocher la tête. Pierre se met à pleurer. Puis, tout à coup, il part droit devant lui au travers des plates-bandes. Voici un bassin où Mr. McGregor remplit ses arrosoirs, bien sûr. Une chatte blanche se tient au bord, immobile, guettant les poissons rouges. Seul, le bout de sa queue va et vient comme un balancier. La chatte n'a point vu Pierre, ce qu'il y a de mieux à faire, pense-t-il, c'est de s'éloigner sans rien dire. Mon cousin Jeannot m'a fort mal parlé des chats. Image plus grande, il revient sur ses pas au travers des légumes. Rien ne tente quand on a bien mangé et qu'on a perdu son chemin. Mais quel est ce bruit? Scrou, SCRR. Impossible de voir, les choux sont trop hauts. Pierre saute sur une brouette. Ciel. Encore Mr. McGregor, il ratisse les oignons, mais derrière son dos, voici enfin la porte. Pierre descend doucement de la brouette, puis détale à toutes jambes le long des cassis. Il faut passer tout près de Mr. McGregor qui l'a vu, mais tant pis, car voici la barrière. Il y touche, la voilà franchie, maintenant il est en sûreté dans le bois. Image plus grande, Mr. McGregor ramasse la petite jaquette et les sabots pour en faire un épouvantail. Mais les oiseaux les reconnaissent et n'en ont point peur. Pierre court, sans se retourner, jusqu'à son terrier creusé sous le gros sapin. Il se laisse tomber sur le sable doux, et ferme les yeux. Mère Lapin est là qui fait la cuisine. Et, petit, qu'as-tu fait de ta jaquette et de tes sabots? Pas de réponse, Pierre est endormi. Son sommeil est agité, il dresse les oreilles et il sursaute. Sans doute il rêve qu'il court encore? Mère Lapin est fort mécontente, c'est la seconde fois, en 15 jours, qu'il perd sa jaquette et ses sabots. Image plus grande, hélas. Pierre fut malade toute la soirée, sa mère le mit au lit et lui fit prendre de la camomille. Une cuillerée à bouche avant de dormir. C'est très amer, mais fort digestif. Image plus grande, Flopso, Trotso et Queue de Coton eurent du pain, du lait et de bonnes mûres pour leur souper. Image plus grande. Astérisque, end of the project Gutenberg e-book Histoire de Pierre Lapin, astérisque, updated editions will replace the previous one, the all editions will be renamed. Creating the works from print editions not protected by US copyright law means that no one owns the United States copyright in these works, so the Foundation, and you, can copy and distribute it in the United States without permission and without paying copyright royalty. Special rule, set forth in the general terms of use part of this license, apply to copying and distributing Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial electronic works to protect the Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial concept and trademark. Project Gutenberg is a registered trademark, and may not be used if you charge for any book, except by following the terms of the trademark license, including paying royalty for use of the Project Gutenberg trademark. If you do not charge anything for copy of this ebook, complying with the trademark license is very easy. You may use this ebook for nearly any purpose such as creation of derivative works, report, performance and research. Project Gutenberg ebooks may be modified and printed and given away. You may do practically anything in the United States with ebooks not protected by US copyright law. Redistribution is subject to the trademark license, especially commercial redistribution. Start, full license. The full Project Gutenberg license. Please read this before you distribute or use this work to protect the Project Gutenberg symbol mark. Commercial mission of promoting the free distribution of electronic works, by using or distributing this work, or any other work associated in any way with the phrase Project Gutenberg. You agree to comply with all the terms of the full Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial license available with this file or online at www.gutenberg.org/licence. Section 1. General Terms of Use and Redistributing Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic works. 1.a By reading or using any part of this Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic work, you indicate that you have read, understand, agree to and accept all the terms of this license and intellectual property, trademark/copyright, agreement. If you do not agree to abide by all the terms of this agreement, you must cease using and return or destroy all copy of Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic works in your possession. If you paid a fee for obtaining a copy of or access to a Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic work and you do not agree to be bound by the terms of this agreement, you may obtain a refund from the person or entity to whom you paid the fee as set forth in paragraph 1.e.8. 1.b Project Gutenberg is a registered trademark. It may only be used on or associated in any way with an electronic work by people who agree to be bound by the terms of this agreement. There are a few things that you can do with most Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic works even without complying with the full terms of this agreement. See paragraph 1.c below. There are a lot of things you can do with Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic works if you follow the terms of this agreement and help preserve free future access to Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic works. See paragraph 1.e below. 1.c. The Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation, the Foundation or PGLAF, owns a compilation copyright in the collection of Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic works. Nearly all the individual works in the collection are in the public domain in the United States. If an individual work is unprotected by copyright law in the United States and you are located in the United States, we do not claim a right to prevent you from copying, distributing, performing, displaying or creating derivative works based on the work alone as all references to Project Gutenberg are removed. Of course, we hope that you will support the Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial mission of promoting free access to electronic works by freely sharing Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial works in compliance with the terms of this agreement for keeping the Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial name associated with the work. You can easily comply with the terms of this agreement by keeping this work in the same format with its attached full project Gutenberg symbol marque commerciale licence when you share it without charge with others. 1.d. The copyright laws of the place where you are located also govern what you can do with this work. Copyright laws in most countries are in a constant state of change. If you are outside the United States, check the laws of your country in addition to the terms of this agreement before downloading, copying, displaying, performing, distributing or creating derivative works based on this work or any other project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial work. The Foundation makes no representations concerning the copyright status of any work in any country other than the United States. 1.e Unless you have removed all references to Project Gutenberg. 1.e.1. The following sentence, with active links to, or other immediate access to, the full Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial license must appear prominently whenever any copy of a Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial work, any work on which the phrase Project Gutenberg appears, or with which the phrase Project Gutenberg is associated, is accessed, displayed, performed, viewed, copied or distributed. This ebook is for the use of anyone anywhere in the United States and most other parts of the world at no cost and with almost no restriction whatsoever. You may copy it, give it away or reuse it under the terms of the Project Gutenberg license included with this ebook or online at www.gutenberg.org. If you are not located in the United States, you will have to check the laws of the country where you are located before using this ebook. 1.e.2. If an individual Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial electronic work is derived from texts not protected by US copyright law, does not contain a notice indicating that it is posted with permission of the copyright holder, the work can be copied and distributed to anyone in the United States without paying any fees or charge. If you are redistributing or providing access to a work with the phrase Project Gutenberg associated with or appearing on the work, you must comply either with the requirements of paragraphs 1.e.1 through 1.e.7 or obtain permission for the use of the work and the Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial trademark as set forth in paragraphs 1.e.8 or 1.e.9. 1.e.3. If an individual Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial electronic work is posted with the permission of the copyright holder, your use and distribution must comply with both paragraphs 1.e.1 through 1.e.7 and any additional terms imposed by the copyright holder. Additional terms will be linked to the Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial license for all works posted with the permission of the copyright holder found at the beginning of this work. 1.e.4. Do not unlink or detach or remove the full Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial license terms from this work, or any file containing a part of this work or any other work associated with Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial. 1.e.5. Do not copy, display, perform, distribute or redistribute this electronic work, or any part of this electronic work, without permanently displaying the sentence set forth in paragraph 1.e.1 with active links or immediate access to the full terms of the Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial license. 1.e.6. You may convert to and distribute this work in any binary, compressed, marked up, non-proprietary or proprietary form, including any word processing or hypertext form. However, if you provide access to or distribute copy of a project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial work in a format other than plain vanilla ASCII or other format used in the official version posted on the official project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial website, www.gutenberg.org, you must, at no additional cost, fee or expense to the user, provide a copy, a means of exporting a copy, or a means of obtaining a copy upon request, of the work in its original plain vanilla ASCII or other form. Any alternate format must include the full project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial license as specified in paragraph 1.e.1. 1.e.7. Do not charge a fee for access to, viewing, displaying, performing, copying or distributing any project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial works unless you comply with paragraph 1.e.8 or 1.e.9. 1.e.8. You may charge a reasonable fee for copy of or providing access to or distributing project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic works provided that you pay a royalty fee of 20% of the gross profit you derive from the use of project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial works calculated using the method you already use to calculate your applicable tax. The fee is owed to the owner of the project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial trademark, BU et HAS agreed to donate royalty under this paragraph to the project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation. Royalty payment must be paid within 60 days following each date on which you prepare, or are legally required to prepare, your periodic tax returns. Royalty payment should be clearly marked as sent to the project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation at the address specified in section 4, Information about donation to the project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation. You provide a full refund of any money paid by a user who notifies you in writing, or by email, within 30 days of receipt that // does not agree to the terms of the full project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial license. You must require such a user to return or destroy all copy of the works possessed in a physical medium and discontinue all use of and all access to other copy of project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial works. You provide, in accordance with paragraph 1.f.3, a full refund of any money paid for a work or a replacement copy, if a defect in the electronic work is discovered and reported to you within 90 days of receipt of the work. You comply with all other terms of this agreement for free distribution of project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial works. 1.e.9. If you wish to charge a fee or distribute a project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic work or group of works on different terms than are set forth in this agreement, you must obtain permission in writing from the project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation, the manager of the project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial trademark. Contact the Foundation as set forth in section 3 below. 1.f.1.f.1 Project Gutenberg volunteers and employees expend considerable effort to identify, do copyright research on, transcribe and proofread works not protected by US copyright law in creating the project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial collection. Despite these efforts, Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic works, and the medium on which they may be stored, may contain defects such as, but not limited to, incomplete, inaccurate or corrupt data, transcription errors, a copyright or other intellectual property infringement, a defective or damaged disk or other medium, a computer virus, or computer code that damage or cannot be read by your equipment. 1.f.2 Limited warranty, disclaimer of damage, except for the right of replacement or refund described in paragraph 1.f.3, the Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation, the owner of the Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial trademark, and any other party distributing a Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic work under this agreement, disclaim all liability to you for damages, costs and expenses, including legal fees. You agree that you have no remedy for negligence, strict liability, breach of warranty or breach of contract except those provided in paragraph 1.f.3. You agree that the Foundation, the trademark owner, and any distributor under this agreement will not be liable to you for actual, direct, indirect, consequential, punitive or incidental damages even if you give notice of the possibility of such damage. 1.f.3 Limited right of replacement or refund, if you discover a defect in this electronic work within 90 days of receiving it, you can receive a refund of the money, if any, you paid for it by sending a written explanation to the person you received the work from. If you received the work on a physical medium, you must return the medium with your written explanation. The person or entity that provided you with the defective work may elect to provide a replacement copy in lieu of a refund. If you received the work electronically, the person or entity providing it to you may choose to give you a second opportunity to receive the work electronically in lieu of a refund. If the second copy is also defective, you may demand a refund in writing without further opportunities to fix the problem. 1.f.4 Except for the limited right of replacement or refund set forth in paragraph 1.f.3, this work is provided to you as, with no other warranties of any kind, express or imply, including but not limited to warranties of merchantability or fitness for any purpose. 1.f.5 Some states do not allow disclaimers of certain implied warranties or the exclusion or limitation of certain type of damages. If any disclaimer or limitation set forth in this agreement violates the law of the state applicable to this agreement, the agreement shall be interpreted to make the maximum disclaimer or limitation permitted by the applicable state law. The invalidity or unenforceability of any provision of this agreement shall not void the remaining provision. 1.f.6 Indemnity, you agree to indemnify and hold the Foundation, the trademark owner, any agent or employee of the Foundation, anyone providing copy of Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic works in accordance with this agreement, and any volunteers associated with the production, promotion and distribution of Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial electronic works, harmless from all liability, costs and expenses, including legal fees, that arise directly or indirectly from any of the following which you do or cause to occur. A. Distribution of this or any Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial work. B. Alteration, modification, or addition or deletions to any Project Gutenberg symbol mark commercial work. And C. Any defect you cause. Section 2. Information about the mission of Project Gutenberg symbol marque commerciale Project Gutenberg symbol marque commerciale is synonymous with the free distribution of electronic works in format readable by the widest variety of computer including obsolete, old, middle-aged and new computer. It exists because of the effort of hundreds of volunteers and donations from people in all walks of life. Volunteers and financial support to provide volunteers with the assistance they need are critical to reaching Project Gutenberg symbol marque commerciale's goals and ensuring that the Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial collection will remain freely available for generations to come. In 2001, the Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation was created to provide a secure and permanent future for Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial and future generations. To learn more about the Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation and how your efforts and donations can help, see section 3 and 4 and the Foundation information page at www.gutenberg.org. Section 3. Information about the Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation. The Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation is a non-profit 501(c)(3) educational corporation organized under the laws of the state of Mississippi and granted tax-exempt status by the Internal Revenue Service. The Foundation SEIN or Federal Tax Identification Number is 64 à 6 221 541. Contribution to the Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation are tax deductible to the full extent permitted by U.S. federal laws and your state's laws. The Foundation's business office is located at 809 North 1500 West, Salt Lake City, U84 116, 801, 596 à 1887. Email contact links and up-to-date contact information can be found at the Foundation's website and official page at www.gutenberg.org/contact section 4. Information about donation to the Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation. Project Gutenberg symbol marque commercial depends upon and cannot survive without widespread public support and donation to carry out its mission of increasing the number of public domain and licensed works that can be freely distributed in machine-readable form accessible by the widest array of equipment including outdated equipment. Many small donations, $1 to $5,000, are particularly important to maintaining tax-exempt status with the IRS. The Foundation is committed to complying with the laws regulating charities and charitable donations in all 50 states of the United States. Compliance requirements are not uniform and it takes a considerable effort, much paperwork and money fees to meet and keep up with these requirements. We do not solicit donations in locations where we have not received written confirmation of compliance. To send donation or determine the status of compliance for any particular state, visit www.gutenberg.org/donate. While we cannot and do not solicit contribution from states where we have not met the solicitation requirements, we know of no prohibition against accepting unsolicited donation from donors in such states who approach us with offers to donate. International donations are gratefully accepted, but we cannot make any statements concerning tax treatment of donations received from outside the United States. US laws alone swam for small staff. Please check the Project Gutenberg web page for current donation methods and addresses. Donation are accepted in a number of other ways including checks, online payments and credit card donation. To donate, please visit www.gutenberg.org/donate. Section 5. Générale information about Project Gutenberg symbol marque commerciale électronique Works Professor Michael S.R. was the originator of the Project Gutenberg symbol marque commerciale concept of a library of electronic works that could be freely shared with anyone. For 40 years, a produced and distributed Project Gutenberg symbol marque commerciale e-books with only a loose network of volunteer support. Project Gutenberg symbol marque commerciale e-books are often created from several printed editions, all of which are confirmed and not protected by copyright in the US unless a copyright notice is included. Thus, we do not necessarily keep e-books in compliance with any particular paper edition. Most people start at our website which has the main page search facility, www.gutenberg.org. This website includes information about Project Gutenberg symbol marque commerciale, including how to make donation to the Project Gutenberg Literary Archive Foundation, how to help produce our new ebooks, and how to subscribe to our email newsletter to read about new ebooks. Back, 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 back. Pierre Lapin par Béatrice Poté. Histoire de Pierre Lapin London Frédéric Warne Company, Ltd and New York. The Full Project Gutenberg Licence 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85